quarterback of the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch who's gonna step. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Icing.
From the heart of Texas, we start tonight's action from McLean Stadium. Welcome to Wednesday night CFSL. I'm Cole Mantell, joined by Greg Cooksey. Greg, both Colorado and Baylor enter tonight at 2-4. What does each team need to do to earn their third win tonight, Greg?
Well, I think that they've got to put the ball in the hands of their playmakers, but I know that sounds cliche and apropos to say, but there's clearly some playmakers on both of these teams that are impact players. We've got to find a way, like BJ Shark here, to get the ball to him.
Speaking of Shark, he'll return for 35. Welcome back again. And as we're talking about, Greg, a very competitive matchup here in the Big 12. Baylor with their all grays, Colorado the gold caps, white aways, black pants, as Yost will lose 1 yard on Baylor's first offensive possession.
I'm sorry, Cole, what was the question?
No, I'm just talking about the game, that's all.
Oh, okay.
But speaking of which, as it shows the bottom of your screen, Tennessee, their first win of the season, a big win for them last night as this run goes up the middle. We're going to get 4 from Yost. Talk to me about that, Greg.
Well, I was just really happy for Tennessee to get that win. I know their quarterback, I've done a couple of games of his, and he is an absolute star here in the CFSL. So it was a great win for Tennessee. Glad to see them get it last night.
And Yost will get another yard. It will bring up 4th and 7. Colorado standing tall on defense, Greg. Yeah, that's a lengthy losing streak that they broke last season. And as Frosty says, I didn't actually realize this until I got into the booth either tonight. But, Greg, yeah, 2 Michigan quarterbacks in the booth. I won't judge you at all as Baylor going back on defense here. Colorado, their first offensive possession now.
Well, I think that we need, if it were me, I would expect to see a lot of Taylor James running the football here. He's averaging almost 100 yards per game. So that, to me, that needs to be a focal point for Colorado.
And they do the exact opposite, go 5 wide. Blackman's going to get 4. We will see him, though. I agree with you. Taylor James, the generational talent freshman from Coffee, Georgia, looks like he's on the field now.
Well, he needs to be in there because he's a big part of this offense, like I said.
And he'll get his first rush tonight. He goes over 1, past the 40. What a start. Taylor James goes down into enemy territory.
And it shows you just what a luxury it is to have a big bruiser running back just making plays and running over defenses just like that. That's old school football right there.
You said it before I did, Greg. Get Taylor James involved. He goes down that left sideline. Baylor's going to have a handful tonight. They have a great defense, don't get me wrong, but it's different when you're going up against a generational talent. 1st and 10 here for the Buffaloes. Again, both teams 2-4, fighting for their playoff lives tonight, as this one is going to be right up the middle. Baylor, they sent everybody after Taylor James. They lost to 2.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to get some real good push up front on the offensive line, Baylor will, in order to shut down Taylor James.
We'll bring up a 2nd and 12. A little bit of a rain, some heavy winds as well will impact both passers tonight, as this one's going to go over the left side and past the 20. What a catch and run by Bruno Bones. He's another huge part of this offense, Greg.
Yes, he is, and you can see he's a complete playmaker and makes a huge play right there.
Again, that left sideline, Greg, they really seem to like it. You see the end on the tackle there inside the 20. Baylor certainly is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive here. Look, for them, it'll be the right side of the defense. Look at maybe that left side of the end zone for the offense here.
Yeah, I think so. And this is
a touchdown. Sorry, Greg, I cut you off there, but Taylor James runs it off the left side. Blame that on me. I didn't give you enough time to talk there, Greg. But Taylor James on that left side. I mean, all 4 big offensive plays for the Buffaloes on this first drive go right through. And this time it was just a quick, short end about run 7-0 Colorado.
And I think that we keep talking about the left side of the field. That is a weak spot that you identify by doing a lot of game planning and watching tape and film during the week. So Colorado doing a good job coming into this game prepared.
Baylor going to get the ball back. Now down 7-0. They will run it out to about the 30-yard line. This is the second matchup between the two teams. Last season, Baylor winning 41-10. As you see, the defense for the Buffaloes, good start for them, Greg. They're coming back on the field.
Yeah, they just, like I said, they need to find a way to get the ball here to B.J. Shark Jr. He had a great return for them earlier. Let's see if he can make a bigger impact on offense, though.
They will go for a run, maybe trying to imitate their opponents, and they're going to get a gap and more down past that logo. DJ Yost for 21, finally brought down at the end there by Bird. No matter, 25 yards on that first play.
Yeah, we talked about how good Taylor James is. DJ Yost isn't bad himself. He's averaging almost 70 yards a game. I remember calling a few of his games when he was playing in the MAC. He is one of my favorite running backs. I think we're in for a treat between these two running backs tonight.
Jules Sanders, the cornerback for Colorado, unable to make the tackle. Now they're going to go run to the right side. And again, Colorado a little bit more ready this time. Bird's going to get credit for the tackle. There's a few who got in behind the line. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Colorado right now is showing the makings of an elite defense. They had the big stop on the last drive, and they're getting negative yardage here. So Baylor's going to have to do a little bit better.
This one's going to be a 6-yard gain by Shark as well. Yeah, it's going to be a defensive battle with the weather.
Absolutely, and I think that you understand football, you know that that's key when it's raining to run the football.
This is going to be a halfback screen to the right side, and they get past the first down. DJ Yost will carry this Baylor offense to another first down.
And DJ Yost is putting his team on his back right now. Wyndham Carter, 2 for 2. That's pretty good.
Another note as well, Baylor giving away the 7th most defensive yards a game, Colorado the 8th in the CFSL. Both teams looking to lock it down on defense so far. As this one's a deep shot, one-on-one coverage, and a little bit overthrown. Wyndham Carter had his man. It was 4 versus 4. They're going to give credit to Bird on that one, but that one, I don't know if anyone had a chance at it.
No, yeah, but he did a great job sticking with the receiver, but I agree with you, Cole. I don't think either of those two players had a great chance at that ball.
B.J. Shark Jr., the intended target. This one is going to be Pat Richardson. He's not going to get anything, and it will bring up a 3rd and 10 here for the Baylor offense. So 1 of 2 on 3rd down. Look at that left side of your screen. Carter with some time, and he's going to look. Oh, just a little bit too far. Jaden Nichols in coverage, 4th and 10, and Wyndham Carter so far tonight for Baylor, 2 of 4, only 12 passing yards.
And that is a throw I'm sure that Wyndham Carter wishes he had back. His offensive line got him some great time to throw the football. He just didn't make a great read, and he didn't make a great throw either.
As this will, let's see, will they spot it? Go out of the end zone. Yeah, they will just call it for the 20-yard line. Another note, by the way, for the rushing yards a game allowed, Baylor and Colorado both top 3rd of the lead as this one goes to the right side. Blackman will get 5. Keep an eye on that as well. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting an update from Twitch. A 3-yard TD for Gunnar Rice as West Virginia goes up 7-3 on Texas A&M with 4:53 to go in the first. And Cole, that's a big game that Colorado or Baylor you're keeping an eye on this evening.
Yeah, we'll go over maybe the different playoff scenarios, but the very basics of it, whoever wins stays alive. This is a must-win for both teams, as we got a drop back here from Sanders into the hands and out of the hands of Connor Burns. Nearly a disaster for that offense.
Well, I'm wondering if it wasn't raining. Connor Burns comes up with that pass right there. Great pressure on the defensive front by Baylor to force Sanders into that throw there.
So neither team with a passing touchdown yet. Again, earlier we had the rushing touchdown by the freshman generational talent. Nick Young going to go for 11, and this is a good field position here for Baylor.
Oh, absolutely, and they've got to take advantage of it this time. Wyndham Carter can't overthrow the ball, which he did a couple of times that last drive.
See what setup they have here. A 4-2 set. Look for the man coverage. Three receivers on the right, 2 versus them. That might be an opportunity, and it is. They go right through the middle. Awesome crossing route by Elijah Miller. 15 yards. First down, Baylor.
Yeah, Miller showing some speed on that slant route there.
Good start. 1st and 10. Again, Baylor, some great field position to start this drive, Greg. And so they're going to set up, we'll call it the 39-yard line of Colorado territory. The Buffaloes showing some blitz here possibly on that right side of the line. They will drop back, and a mistake. Good catch by Shark Jr. He's going to get 6, and Colorado, I think, misjudged that situation, Greg.
I think so, too, and I really like the way that the adjustment Baylor's made, cutting out using these little underneath routes, trying to get some things to open up for them deeper.
Well, they had, it looked like 3 guys on that right side. They didn't rush them, and it went out of their favor. This is a run for first down. Yost, another easily 10 yards for him. That's the kind of stuff that I wish the replay would show more often.
Yeah, I do too. You want to get the whole picture and really be able to study what the teams are doing.
Guess what? I won't call it a goal line formation, but they got 1 in the backfield, and they will get as many as they can to protect. It's not going to work, though. Yost is not going to go anywhere, and Hannibal Recker will get his first tackle of the evening, the freshman from Yuma, Arizona.
Yeah, and Colorado opening up a lot of room for their linebackers to get through there and make a play.
Both teams going to run heavy to start the first quarter, as this one's a quarterback run, not going anywhere there. Loss of 1 on the play, and Noah Castius, the freshman from Decatur County, Indiana, he's going to get the tackle for a loss.
Yeah, and I mean, Colorado's defensive line is just a little too big for Baylor. Just 6'9", 285 pounds. That's a big boy to have to try to defend on that offensive line.
Get a score update for you in a minute. Right now, Carter to the left side. He's going to catch first down and goal. Or no, they're going to say 1st and 10 for BJ Shark Jr. A very close spot there.
Yeah, but still a big play by BJ Shark Jr.
A 7-yard touchdown run for Crew Walker. Texas A&M up 10-7 over West Virginia with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Yossi's going to run for 3. And now, Greg, another red zone opportunity for the Baylor Bears.
Yeah, they've got to cash in here. They've got their defense playing well. They're only down by a touchdown. You've got to take advantage of an opportunity here.
2nd and 7. This one to the right side, almost a screen, and 3rd and inches. Nick Morrow gets through 3 Colorado defenders, but cannot get his arm over the line.
And it's a nice fight on the show, a nice fight showing by Morrow.
Now 2:10 on the clock. They will run up the middle, and they're going to give it to Nick Young instead of their main guy, the second string from Miami, Nick Young, freshman. He's going to get another touchdown in his young season, as he's been great as a second stringer, and 2 rushing touchdowns now, Greg, for both teams. 7-7 ball game pin with PAT.
So it's always nice when you've got that elite playmaking running back in front of you that takes a lot of the load off of you.
Yeah, speaking of which, we talked about Yost earlier. We have Taylor James on the other side. It is important to note with that touchdown from Nick Young that Baylor does have a second-string halfback, while Colorado does not. That will be a factor. I think as the game goes on, Greg, we'll see how fatigue affects both teams, as this is a nice return from a different player, Adrian Jordan III. He'll get 22.
Yeah, and I especially think that this could, with the weather tonight, James is going to have a long night ahead of him.
So 1st and 10, 1 in motion. A drop back as that's one's dropped, and that might be the rain playing a little bit of a factor. Baylor will get credit, though, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just a rainy night tonight. Throwing the football is going to be hard.
So 2nd and 10, 1 in that backfield. Colorado looking farther downfield, and Sanders going to run out of time down on the turf instead. Great defense. TJ Banks with the coverage sack. Baylor's going to make it 3rd and 12.
And Sanders, I think, just a little out of sync, unsure what to do with the football right there, and can't take too much time with it, and right there is the exact reason why.
Well, Banks will get the tackle. Smoke Vasquez, the freshman from Louisiana, he was chasing the quarterback, and Sanders did the right thing initially by running away and trying to get some space open. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get enough space, and they'll make it a 3rd and 12. A forced pass situation. Baylor's going to cover it well, and yeah, they will hit the ball back out. Smoke Vasquez, again, going to get revenge here. He'll get on the stat sheet. 4th and 12 is your down and tie game here going into the end of this first quarter, Greg.
Yes, and Baylor's defensive backfield has come to play tonight. They've had some jarring hits that jarred the football loose quite a few times this evening.
Young, again, off the touchdown, will return. And you're right, Greg. The field position and their rushing attack has really given Baylor the momentum here, at their own 48-yard line. Another great field position to start off of. 2 in that backfield, 1 in motion. They will do a play action. They're going to fake it here. Downfield, nobody in the zip code, and what a big-bodied catch by that Baylor offense as well. That's going to be the tight end, Matt Wilson, his first catch, and it's 35 yards downfield.
Yeah, and again, I say this a lot. I love these big-bodied receivers because they're able to muscle their way through the defense, and they've got a knack for making big plays, just like that one.
Yeah, beautiful catch. And to your point, Greg, throwing it that far downfield, great work. It's just simply, in this weather, what quarterback can be more efficient? You're not going to throw it 100 times a game, but in this weather, how to get the most out of your receivers. And Wilson, to his credit, gets it there. Sharp will get another 8 as well, speaking of which, making it 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes it that much easier to put your hands in the ball of one of your fall in the hands of one of your major playmakers.
So now 1 in that backfield. They are going to fake it. They used that very well last time. This time, this will be some good pressure, though. Rui Lang and company will force a throwaway from Carter.
And Colorado late trying to get to Wyndham Carter. They got some good push on their defensive front, but nobody was really able to get to him until it was too late.
This one's going to be a quarterback keeper. Good choice on the option as Carter just gets the first down. We'll get a fresh set of downs, Greg.
And Carter trying to get himself and his team fired up as they're getting ready to take the lead here.
So at the 6-yard line, yeah, Baylor's first opportunity for a lead this game. Under a minute to go in the first quarter, and a very run-heavy setup here. 1 tight end in motion. They're going to hand it off. They're not going to hand it off. Another great play-action play. The 3rd chance they have on that play this quarter, or this drive. Oh, my goodness. And Jules Sanders nearly spoiled the party in that end zone. 8 of 12, Carter. All 3 or 4 of his completions look crazy, Greg.
Yeah, and it's too bad because they say a good way to determine a good quarterback fake is the camera follows.
This is a quick throw. Sharkey 6-yard touchdown. Greg, that's not even your fault. The offense, quick tempo there, likes to interrupt people. Both teams now have done it. And Baylor going to take their first lead of the evening, 14-7 in the PAT. Go ahead, Greg.
Well, what I was saying was, that was a great fake by Wyndham Carter because they say that the broadcasters get confused because the camera will follow the quarterback, and that was a great sell job. But a big part of college football is how you're able to be quick on offense, and Baylor being quick about running plays here this evening.
So 14-7 the score with 20 seconds left about in this first quarter, 19 exactly. Colorado's going to get maybe 2 plays here at the end of this quarter at their own 24. Not as good field position here. But they will have their generational halfback run it for 6 here, Taylor James. And that might be the end of this first quarter. We'll see if they get another play.
They may be planning on just heading off the sideline and ending the quarter here, and that's a great way to do it.
Well, they will elect to try to go the other way. Baylor had some success in the win with it. That's the end of a great first quarter. Both teams looking for their 3rd win. Baylor up 14-7 so far going into the second. And welcome back to Waco, Texas. I'm Cole Mantell with Greg Cooksey in the booth here. 14-7 your score. Colorado, the second play of this drive, as they'll get a first down and more. Daniel Blackman will get 11 yards.
Nobody around him at all. Baylor can't leave players open like that in the middle of the field.
So 1st and 10 as we begin this second quarter. Colorado with 2 on the left side of your screen are going to run it instead, and James through a few defenders. He'll get 6. What a bruise and run.
I think Kai Kingston had the recipient of a forearm that knocked him into the middle of next week.
Yeah, really some great defense here, but Taylor James has been a machine all season. He's going to continue to do that here. Though actually, Baylor, good anticipation on that one, as that's Prince Nicholas going to get his second tackle for a loss on the evening.
Yeah, Baylor's done a good job preventing Taylor James from getting big runs this drive.
Nicholas, one of the only CFSL players active from Puerto Rico. I'll shout that out as this one going nowhere. Murphy's going to spell Taylor James. It's going to be 4th and 4, and it looks like a punt is about to happen here.
We're getting an update from our game on Twitch. Here, a 2-yard TD run for Keith Samuels, and West Virginia takes the lead at 14-10.
I swear, Greg, they seem to really want to just put the craziest plays in this game, just whenever you have something to say, off the back of the Baylor returner, as this one's going to be thankfully recovered, but Baylor's going to have to start from their own 15. So they started from past the 40 the last 2 drives. Now a real challenge for the offense. Baylor starting near their own end zone. They are going to try to throw it and get out of that area. They will start in a good play. Matt Wilson, his second catch of the evening, 2 catches, almost 50 yards for the standout tight end.
And it's the second time he's bailed his team out here this evening as well.
Some great plays for sure. One in motion. Baylor looking again downfield. They will try that play-action play they like so much. This time it goes off 2 different Colorado defenders. Maybe a little bit of a broken play there.
Yeah, well, he threw it off his back foot, and Brandon Woods almost got a nice little present from him.
Yeah, close call there. Carter going to back up. He has some good protection. He's going to have to airmail that one, however. No open receivers. 10 of 16 on the night, but 0 of 2 on this series. Now 3rd of 10.
And that's a smart play on the part of Carter. Just get rid of it because nothing was there.
So this will be a passing play, and Carter's not going to have enough time. Down to the back end of the huddle there. Carter's going to get sacked for 6. You're going to get credit to Zach Long, but 2 different defenders getting in there as well. As that one might have been just his own offensive lineman being pushing him as well.
Yeah, it looks like somebody got some good push down there.
So 4th and 16. Again, Zach Long credited with the tackle. This one's going to be recovered around the 40, and there will be a return. Bird's going to get past the 50-yard line, and the weather may be playing a little bit of a factor, but now Colorado has some good field position, Greg. 1st and 10. They will hand it off to James, as this one's going to go bounce off 1, bounces off 2, and pushes himself through another. 2nd and 1, 9 yards again for Taylor James. 8 yards per average carry here for him.
But he's done a great job this evening making sure he's able to get his team in manageable positions.
So 2nd and 1. And this will be another handoff to that generational halfback. And nobody seems to be able to stop him past the 25. Taylor James, what was this? 8 yards for now. It's over 9 average yards per carry. Is this generational player, again, really showing why he's one of the top prospects in his freshman class.
Yeah, I mean, they had great field vision there to make the cut and just take it as far as he could down the field.
So now he is alone in that backfield. He'll be a blocker. Instead, Sanders going to throw it away. Good pass defense. And I think the pass defense has been playing really well, Greg. It's really that run defense that's had some problems.
Right, yeah, very true. You want to keep the ball away from Jay Henry as well. He has 3 interceptions this season, and it's tied for 10th most in the CFSL.
This will be another run. 3rd and 5 after our 5-yard gain from James. So it's really going to be a question of when they're able to pass. Banks on the tackle, and we'll see if they try it here. So 3rd and 5, looking for that 1st and goal. 1 in motion. And with enough time, nobody in the zip code. Oh my goodness, you got to catch that inbounds. Sanders just a little bit far for his man. It looked like it was Blackman, and that would have been a huge touchdown for the freshman. Instead, they'd have to go for the field goal.
Yeah, I mean, blown opportunity there. Not really any coverage at all. You can't catch the ball. It's not good.
Oh my goodness, that would have been a huge play for the freshman, his 6th receiving touchdown of the season. Instead, nothing yet for him. And again, we'll note that as this returns in the web, it plays the factor of Young can get 23. Neither team with a passing touchdown so far tonight.
Well, that's just interesting. That is not often that you can say that.
Not in the pass happy CFSL. I know it's been a little bit more run heavy this season as this one goes over the middle. We'll get Elijah Miller 10 yards and a first down. But yeah, usually you'll see at least one by the second quarter, if not 5, if you're in the SEC. So 1st and 10 here, 1 in motion, 1 in the backfield. And a lot of time here for Carter. He'll get to the sideline. Sharkey's going to get 6 here.
Again, I just love this attack on the part of Baylor. It's very methodical.
This one's going to go rush up the middle. Yost is going to get 9, and it'll be another first down for Baylor.
It's a nice safety blanket there for Wyndham Carter to be able to use to keep the defense honest.
So 1st and 10. Look at that 3-pod on your left side of the screen. They'll go short. They won't get a first down, but Matt Wilson, again, a productive first half for the tight end, makes it 2nd and 5.
And 2nd and 5, that's manageable. So Wilson doing his job right there.
Maybe a running down for Baylor. They are looking towards that, and they do go to the running back here. But a loss of 1 for Yost. Some great rushing defense. Zeus Banks going to get credit here. His first tackle for a loss of 6 tackles tonight.
Yeah, good stop made really in the open field there by Zeus Banks. I thought Yost was going to regain his balance and pick up some more yards, but he just wasn't able to.
Yeah, the wet field might be a factor on that one. As Carter going deep, nobody there. Touchdown Baylor, as that's a huge throw for the team. What a play for Nick Moore. I think he was in chat saying he didn't have a receiving touchdown quite yet. He got one there. 21-10 pending the PAT.
But he finally gets into the end zone, so congratulations, Nick. I know that that's going to make you feel a little bit better, but I don't know.
That's not his first. I don't believe it is. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if going for it all right there on 3rd and 6 was a great idea.
They certainly weren't expecting it. A really great play to throw everyone, for a loop. It definitely threw me for a loop for a minute there, as Jordan III returns it. And as I'm being informed, it actually was Morrow's first receiving touchdown of the season, so congratulations for him. And now 1st and 10 here for the Colorado Buffaloes. Gonna fake the run, maybe a bit of a play-action play. And Colorado, they want a touchdown in one play. They're going to get it. Nobody in the zip code. Colorado, touchdown. Daniel Blackman, 76 yards. And I don't have to say anything on that being the longest throw tonight for anybody. In these conditions, huge play for Sanders.
Yeah, and I love that idea of dialing up a big play to kind of hit back right there. If you're the part of Colorado, it's still game on for them.
Yeah, the game's blown wide open now. Both teams employing the pass. The first touchdown for Baylor, I think they were trying to catch him by surprise. Colorado said, well, if we can throw it in the rain, let's try it. And Sanders certainly has the arm for it. What a play. And I'll give the credit as well to the receivers. Getting the ball and getting down into the end zone with about 30 yards to go. He had 2 or 3 guys to beat there. Some great speed as this is first down again here for Baylor. So 1st and 10, they will rush it up the middle. 9-yard gain for DJ Yost. He remains effective on the ground.
Yeah, you're going to need him to be effective here the rest of the game with the weather the way that it is.
2nd and 1. Yost going to block as this will be over the middle, and Murrow, fresh off the touchdown, nearly gets away from the defenders there, but it will be Demetrius James, the third on the tackle.
You can see the confidence at hitting that big play. Last time they had the football is given Wyndham Carter.
So 3 on the left at your screen. This will be up the middle. Yost going to get 5. He's averaging just under 5 yards a carry, almost 6 yards on the evening. 2nd and 5 as well. We'll get a shout out in a little bit here too. 1 in the backfield. This time they do hand it off, and bad idea. Nick Young going nowhere as a big hit by Zeus Banks makes it his 7th tackle on the evening.
Yeah, Banks has been all over the place for Colorado defensively tonight.
So 3rd and 4, a drop back here. They're going to go for the halfback screen. They're going to get it and more. Down to the left side. DJ Yost for 11. First down, Baylor Bears.
He's kind of taken over the offense here. This drive, he called his name more than anyone else.
So you have the Burkesville, Florida native, Wyndham Carter. He's going to hand it off to the Pensacola, Florida native, DJ Yost. Excuse me, Nick Young's going to get there. The Miami, Florida native. There's all Florida natives here. Maybe a little bit of a Florida bias here, but 2nd and inches.
Hey, that's okay. Okay, I don't have any grudges against that.
I feel like, okay, the way you said that makes me feel like you do. But 2nd and inches, as this one off the hands. I don't know if that was a throw or he was trying to get it out of his hands as he fell, but they're going to call it an incomplete pass. 3rd and inches here. So 3 on that left side of the screen, 1 in the backfield. They will run it up the middle. This time it is Nick Young. 3 yards, first down.
I mean, they're utilizing their running backs, which is what you've got to do in this type of a game.
Look on the left side of your screen. This will be a short throw, but better anticipation. They actually do end up dropping the ball. Timeout taken.
Over on
2nd and 10. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. 2nd and 10. This one going back out of the end zone. I'll let you take your game update, Greg.
Okay, well, over on Twitch, it's a 3-yard touchdown pass to Buck Stackhouse, and Texas A&M retakes the lead 17-14 with 1:14 remaining in the first half.
1:46 left in this first half here on YouTube. This one's going to be 4th and 8. Yost not going anywhere. And yeah, assuming the field goal goes through, it'd be a 7-point lead for Baylor Bears. Gonna have Tex Jackson in the kick. 4th and 8, and they will actually run the clock down here a little bit, Greg. So, we'll get to the halftime show here in a minute. I do want to reiterate, Baylor is still in contention for an automatic win. However, if West Virginia wins over on Twitch and Baylor loses this game, the Bears are eliminated from those top 3 spots. Colorado, they also have a chance if they win and Texas A&M continues to lose. If this field goal goes wide, that's why you never keep your eyes off the screen. Oh my goodness, I thought they were going to have a chip shot here. It remains a 4-point game, Greg.
Yeah, that's a huge break for Colorado right there.
As James going to run it up the middle as well. Why not? Both teams seemingly running with ease. I want to get a check on that. Yeah, that's just going to be the 2nd miss of the year for Tex Jackson. 8 of 10 on the year. He going into this game, been one of the top kickers in the CFSL. Really an uncharacteristic miss. You'd think would be the weather as well, as this is 2nd and 12.
Yeah, I was just going to make that. I mentioned that you get raindrops dripping down your face mask and everything else. I'm sure it's distracting on a night like this to try to kick a field goal.
This one's not going anywhere as well. Jordan Tank losing 3 on the play. 3rd and 15.
I mean, Baylor's defense, give them all the credit here this evening because they have come up with the stops that they needed, and if they can get another one here, they're going to give their offense some good position, or put their offense in a good position to maybe get a quick strike score before halftime.
J. Henry on the tackle. as this one's going to be a run. Question is, yeah, there will be a timeout taken, so Colorado does burn one of their timeouts. Baylor's going to have one. 47 seconds left on the clock here. Colorado with one timeout as well. Down 4. The biggest goal, I would say, for the Colorado defense, Greg, is just keeping Baylor off the score sheet again. 6-yard return for Nick Young.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pivotal that you don't give up a score here, in this type of a situation, because you don't want Baylor to come back out and score a touchdown in the second half right away.
This one's going to be a deep try. Are they going to go for it immediately? Well, they tried. But this time, Colorado a little bit better coverage. 34 seconds left on the half.
Yeah, I like that coverage there from the defense. That was terrific. Will Sanders.
The number, it might have been Bird. This one going a short throw. They're going to set up something here. And we're going to go into no huddle mode here, as this one will be a deep throw. Nobody in the zip code. A broken coverage leads to Nick Morrow's second touchdown of the half. And now Baylor trying to blow this game wide open. Wyndham Carter, 20 for 29. Nick Morrow, your player of the half, probably.
Yeah, that's a huge touchdown to really push this lead out in front, Cole. And you can't get burnt. You can't let your defense get burnt, and that's exactly what happened there.
Well, it was, to my knowledge, at least a what do you want to call it? Just maybe a blown coverage, zone coverage. I think that was the idea, but Colorado did not expect Morrow's speed. Again, Morrow coming into today with 0 receiving touchdowns on the evening. Now is the 5th player on the team with at least 2 on the season, joining Matt Wilson with 2, Bibbins with 3, Elijah Miller with 4, and BJ Shark obviously leading the team with 8. 28-17 score coming in. 13 seconds left in the half, and now, Greg, what do you expect, a Hail Mary here?
I would think so. I would think Colorado's going to do everything they can to put some points on the board.
So 5 seconds left here. Baylor, yeah, they were in zone defense, but it looks like Colorado's going to run the clock out. We'll see if they have time for one more play. 4 seconds on the clock, and now 0. That will be the end of the first half. 28-17 after a pair of Nick Morrow touchdowns. Baylor up 28-17 again. A huge end of the half there. Big second quarter for the Bears as we head to the halftime show. I'm Cole Mantell with Greg Cooksey. Greg, Baylor with a big statement. I guess you call it 2 statements there.
Yeah, I mean, they got a big step from their defense, and they come right back on offense and score. And something else that's really going well for Baylor right now is they found a way to shut down the highlights. The highlights we just saw, Taylor James. They've been getting everybody in the backfield when he gets the ball, and there's been times, more often than not, where he's been stopped for huge losses this evening.
Yeah, some really great plays. We talked about it earlier in the first half, Taylor James playing up to his potential, but he's got to be not the only guy there. 5 minutes, we'll call it 6 minutes almost, of time possession there compared to the 12 for Baylor. That's been the difference so far. And Baylor will run away with this game if you continue to give them that much room, Greg.
Oh, absolutely. And if you can keep giving the defense opportunities to shut you down on offense, a lot of these points came with Baylor having a short field this evening. They've been the big benefactors of that.
We'll see what Colorado can do. And welcome to this third quarter. Again, welcome to this second half. If you are just joining us, Baylor 28-17, a few passing touchdowns, including 2 by the freshman receiver Nick Morrow. Another big factor here as well. Colorado with their star halfback Taylor James playing up to his potential. This one's going to be down the left side, first down for Jordan Tinkin. Again, Colorado in the gold helmets, white jersey, black pants. Baylor green helmets, gray jerseys and pants. First down for Colorado.
And I think the key to this whole second half right here, Cole, is for Colorado to have a nice long drive here. They need to do clock control, and they need a score.
I agree with both points, especially a touchdown would be helpful, even though they are down 11 for now. Tank going to get his 3rd catch of the night.
The one thing I will see is I've seen some crazy things happen in the CFSL late in games. So, but Colorado does need a great start here to this half.
This one's going to be 7 and a first down for Taylor James. Yeah, we've had over 30-point leads taken out in the second half of the season. We've seen a team break a huge losing streak, obviously. Both are not applicable right now, but Colorado certainly capable of coming back in this game. As Sanders, all the time in the world to talk, and just short. Jay Henry's going to be in the coverage for Baylor, but that was on Sanders. He had his man if he could throw it farther.
Yeah, he was kind of a duck of a throw. Unfortunately, the receiver comes up way shy of no completion.
As this one's going to go off the hands as well. They get some stickum on his receivers there. That is a brutal miss.
I mean, I know it's raining, but you've got to be able to secure that football and make that catch.
There's the target of 5. No third down conversions yet in the first half. Now in the second half, they'll get their first, and that's going to be some revenge for Brock Rose as well. First down, Colorado.
And a first down that Colorado needed to have, and a stop that Baylor needed to have. Unfortunately, their secondary doesn't really cover here on this play, and Colorado keeps their offense going.
Now inside the 30 of enemy territory. First down for Colorado. 3 on that left side bunched up. 1 on the right side. And Colorado is going to go short on the left side. They won't get the first down. Jordan Tank, the tight end, just misses, makes it 2nd and inches.
Jordan Tank is doing everything he can to wheel his team back into this game here.
So 2 on the right side, 1 in the backfield. And they will go to that guy. A short throw to Barrett Steele. They'll make it a first down at the 10. They're going to say 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's your defense not accounting for everybody. But you let a guy out underneath you, and he makes a play and picks up a first down because of it.
Some momentum here for the Buffaloes. They are going to fake a run, play action. Sanders, again with time, he's not going to run it. Going to the back of the end zone a little bit too far. I think he could have ran that in, Greg.
I do too. He has made some really questionable decisions here this evening.
So I'll make it 2nd and 10. Again, 2 in the backfield. Going to the right side. Does James have the angle? He gets through 2 defenders, gets 4, but not quite enough for the end zone.
Yeah, he got tripped up there before he was able to really recover.
So 3rd and 6, James is available. You could get a first down, or you can go for the touchdown. Colorado going to float it to the back and just a little bit too much air. And Baylor, we're going to keep it. It will be a 1-score game technically. They'll still be up by 8, assuming that the field goal goes in. They will, they will go through and go ahead, Greg. It is 28-20.
I mean, Sky Sanders just hasn't been good this evening. He's looked confused. He's looked out of sync. He's not made good throws. And he's really costing his team right now.
As 28-20 your score. Greg, you are right. Except for that big throw at the end of the second quarter. We haven't seen too much from the Colorado quarterback that we need to see tonight. Baylor playing like a team that they know their playoff lives are on the line. Just a reminder as well, assuming the score holds and Baylor would win, they need West Virginia to lose. We'll get a score update on that in a minute. As this one's going to be a drop, and they're going to say an incomplete pass, not a fumble, 2nd and 10.
Well, we talked about how great Baylor's defense has been all evening. Colorado's defense stepping up there and making a play when they needed to.
2nd and 10. They rush it up the middle this time. A lot of space for DJ Yost. He'll get another 5 as he's approaching 65 yards now.
Yeah. Getting really close to his average here this evening. It's been a productive night for him.
Yeah, Taylor James is going to take the headlines, but, I'd say Yost has been pretty good here. This one's on the turf. No turnovers yet in this game. That was nearly the first. Carter goes down and cannot keep a hold of it.
Yeah, Rory Lang just does a great job making a play for his team, and then he shushes the crowd, letting them know this game is not over just yet.
Playing with the first hit, Goldsmith was looking for his maybe his first fumble recovery of the year. 4th and 14 now Baylor will punt it. And no matter what, I mean, obviously you'd like to get the recovery there, but Colorado will get the ball back, Greg, and a crucial drive for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have a touchdown here, I think, Cole.
Touchdown would be nice. I don't think you have to go for 2, but I do think you're right. A touchdown makes this basically even. A field goal puts it within 5, and you got a quarter, but you need another stop from your defense. As this one is going to be a short halfback screen. They're going to get nothing, loss of 2. As that's going to be Joey Schwartz, the freshman from Munford, Tennessee, on the tackle.
And again, you've got, 4 guys in the backfield here. They understand that they cannot, if you're Baylor, let this guy make big plays, and they've done a great job limiting him when they're able to this evening.
And I'd like to thank all of our viewers in chat as well. Voodoo, myself, I don't think I can thank myself, but George, Alma Ghost, King Raw, Frosty, my ODR, DJ Blackman, and so many more. Get your locker rooms involved. Bruno Bones, he'll get a first down. Still a lot of action left here in Waco.
And I like the fact that somebody here stepping up after a little bit of a late down from Taylor James to make a big play and get a first down back here for Colorado.
Yeah, Taylor James can't be the only guy who moving the ball forward. You're going to have more playmakers than one. This one's going to be a screenplay to James. They're going to rely on him here. And again, he's only going to be able to get one. They're going to have Burns, I believe, going to get credit for the tackle here. He cannot be the only guy getting catches.
No, he can't be. And Burns did a great job tracking that play down and tracking down Taylor James.
This one into the hands of the other team. And when I said you need to get more playmakers involved, I did not mean the guys in gray. Speaking of Connor Burns, his first interception of the evening and the first turnover for either team tonight.
Yeah, that's a great ball hawking play. He comes out of nowhere. And again, Baylor stepping up and making a big play for their offense here. They've got a chance to really take control of this game.
Yeah, really great play all around. Now 1st and 10. Baylor gets the ball back and a chance to really blow this game open again. Just checking as well for the interception leaderboard, as that is Burns' first interception of the season.
It's a good one for him to have, too.
Yeah, crucial moment as the sophomore, made the play. 1st and 10. They're going to run it forward here, and Yost with room to run. That's going to be a first down, and just the 3rd interception of the career of Connor Burns. He had 2 last year, 1 this year. His first interception in, I'm going to say, over 4 months. So great play for him. So 1st and 10. Baylor with some time, and they are just a little bit overthrowing it there. Going to the tight end, they weren't able to make it work. Brings up 2nd and 10. Colorado looking maybe for a turnover of their own, Greg. As this one's going to go right up the middle, and Yost gets through. That's going to be 11 on a first down.
Yeah, I like this. If you're Baylor, you can really figure that you can use DJ Yost a lot, because Colorado just can't stop him.
One in the backfield, as Carter's going to take it himself. He's done that a lot in his career. It'll be 2nd and inches. They do get him down right before the first out. It's going to be Bird on the tackle.
And I think that this is some smart offense on the part of Baylor with the plays they're running. They're keeping the ball on the ground, and with the weather, not taking chances.
Correction, Banks involved as well. They're going to give him credit. As, there's not much Nick Young can do there. He'll lose 3, so now it's a 3rd and 3 heading into this crucial down.
Yeah, big time. You've got a chance to really push this score and really step on Colorado's throat if you're Baylor.
3rd and 3. A touchdown here can make it a 15-point game. That could be the difference they need. Again, either team loses is nearly a mathematical elimination of the playoffs. In some cases, in some scenarios, it could be a actual elimination.
Nice change of pace here by Baylor, getting Nick Young involved and letting him blast his way through the line.
Also noting for the action on Twitch, 10-yard touchdown run for Gunnar Rice. West Virginia up 24-17 as Baylor. They're going to catch and try to keep pace with the Mountaineers. Another acrobatic catch from the receivers, this time Shark Jr., his 9th receiving touchdown on the season. And in the PAT, a 15-point lead for the Baylor Bears.
He found his playmaker there, and he was able to make a play for his quarterback.
And so again, West Virginia up 24-17, Baylor up 35-20. And again, another note: B.J. Shark tied for second in the CFSL right now, 9 receiving touchdowns. What a season for him!
Yeah, just a career season, and well deserving because he's a great player.
Able to kick it off, and now Colorado going to return here. We'll see what field position they get. It should be pretty good, actually, going down to the 33. Jaden Nichols, a 25-yard return.
Well, I mean, for Colorado, you got to keep the pace up here. You can't let that interception keep you down.
Well, this is desperation time for the Buffaloes. They are going to go over the middle. Marquise Towns will get 5. So 2nd and 5. Aiden Stevens, his 5th tackle on the evening. This might be our first flag of the evening. It will be. It's going to be on the offense for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, you can't have that if you're Colorado. You're down by a couple of scores. You can't have misfires on offense.
Connor Burns back on the field as well, fresh off the interception. This is going to be a screen. James is going to have some room. Will he get it? No, he will not. 9 yards on the run, and 3rd and 1.
I mean, you got to make a play here. If you're Sky Sanders, you got to be smart.
Could be at the line of scrimmage, 1 in the backfield. Look at that tight end in motion. They're going to burn a little bit of the play clock. Sanders going to have time, and into the first down range. Daniel Blackman will catch it. That was close, Greg.
Very close, but Blackman making a great play.
Sanders, 17 of 28, 1 passing touchdown, 1 interception. Sanders looking for his 2nd passing touchdown, hopefully here. This one's a huge run from Daniel Blackman, 2nd catch in a row. This one going for 24 and a first down.
6 receptions for 122 tonight. He's been a man at work and working hard.
Yeah, really nice catch. And he goes past most of the defense there. Finally, Smoke Vasquez catches up and gets a tackle, but Colorado needs a lot more of that in this 4th quarter coming up. So now, look to the right side of your screen possibly. Sanders going to have time, and he will go to the right side. Not touchdown. Tank for a first down. Yeah, maybe we'll get a touchdown of Tank. No, I don't know, Greg.
Maybe. He gets himself open.
He's getting back on the field. That'd be a heck of a bit. The soundbite, they're going to go to the other side instead, though. I thought Brock Rose had a chance for a touchdown there. 1st and goal.
It looked like he was going to break his way into the open field, and the defense just catches up to him.
Tank is the junior out of Omaha, Nebraska. I think that would also, these lesser-known guys getting in, and a less heralded recruit, a 3-star, those are the kind of guys you need to step up in these big moments, especially with Baylor's defense going after your bigger guys, including Taylor James, as this one is up the middle. Who cares, right? Taylor James goes right through them anyway, and it's going to be a 26-35 ball game, 27-35 in the PAT, though it is possible we see a 2-point conversion here.
Well, I just love the way Colorado hasn't given up in this game. They're showing fight and a desire to want to win it.
PAT is good. They did end up keeping it an 8-point game, and so now, all the onus is on the Colorado defense, Greg. They got to stop this offense.
Yeah, they've really struggled against it, and they're going to get a chance, I think, to have Baylor operating on a little bit of a longer field, so they've got to take advantage of this and not allow Baylor's playmakers to come open.
Baylor's going to be up again, 35-27. If you are just joining us, Baylor, 2 receiving touchdowns from Morrow, another touchdown from Shark. Builds this lead at 2 scores at multiple points in this game. They're up 35-27. Colorado, they've had some big plays of their own, especially from Taylor James as well as a few others. Only one turnover in this game. That has been the difference for Baylor right now. Second in inches as Colorado going to look for a 7-man front. This will be a quarterback keeper, and it's not going to work. Carter holds onto it, nearly a fumble maybe, as Bird, his third tackle for a loss.
Bird tackles people hard, and he does it here, almost causing a turnover. Carter does a great job securing that football.
3rd and 1. Look again here for Carter to maybe try to go downfield. He is going to look to pass, and he gets the ball out and more. Elijah Miller, he'll get 12 on the play.
Let's go ahead and update you on Twitch. A 23-yard touchdown pass to Jay Pittman, his first of his career, and West Virginia goes up 31-17 with 8:15 to play in that game.
This one, a 1-yard gain for Yost. And what a turnaround for the West Virginia Mountaineers. You know, Nathan Murphy, a friend of us both in the broadcast booth and the AD of the West Virginia team. Big, chaotic Big 12 again this season, just like last season. Maybe the most chaotic conference in the CFSL. This one is ran up the middle. Yost going to get 2. And both of these teams trying to stay alive here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of determination here in this game. And going back to the points we made about Nate, I don't think there's any more of a determined AD here in the CFSL.
35-27 your score. Baylor over Colorado. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. And welcome back, Greg. I'm Cole Mantell with Greg Cooksey and the rest of our audience. Down 8, Colorado looking to stop this Baylor offense. 1 in motion to start this 4th quarter. And it's going to be a deep throw to the left side, just a little bit too far out of bounds for Carter and company. 4th and 7.
Yeah, the receiver beat the defender trying to get to that ball, but that pass just a little long out of his range.
And so Colorado does what they need to do. They stop the Baylor offense and enter this 4th quarter, a 1-possession game. I think you go for 2 now, Cooksey, if you get the touchdown.
Yeah, I believe so too. This is the time to do it.
Baylor's going to set up on defense. Look at that 8 in the box. They know what's coming. And yet, Colorado tries something different, and it has not worked for them. 2-yard gain to Blackman. They were positive this time.
Yeah, but definitely you had Baylor a little fooled. You would have preferred a bigger play out of that.
2nd and 8 again. Blackman was the target last time. This time it's going to be him again. 3rd and 1, a little bit better for him.
I like Colorado kind of copying what they've seen out of Baylor, getting that short intermediate passing game going and trying to run with it from there.
So 3rd and 1. Blackman will get the 3rd catch in a row. He's in the area, and he will get it again. 10-yard gain. So he goes 2 yards, then 7 yards, then 10 yards. 1st down, Buffaloes.
Yeah, textbook catch, looking at it to his hands and knowing where he was on the field.
As this one will be a pitch instead to the left side, as Taylor James continues to maybe be the best player on offense for either team. 115 yards in this game.
Yeah, that's a lot of yards he's been worked for us here this evening.
You know, I'm trying to think. Nick Morrow possibly for Baylor is on that same level. This one goes up the middle. James going to get 1, but one of those 2 players so far, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, and don't throw DJ Yost out of this. He's done a great job setting his team up this evening, too.
Not to mention, as well, both quarterbacks, Sanders and Carter, as this one is going to be a screen back to James, and a 1st down and more for him, have been great, combining for, I believe it is 4 passing touchdowns and only 1 interception so far. That came in the 3rd quarter, as well as we'll get a score update in here in a minute. But 3 on the right side, as they will run again, this time with a walk-on, and they'll lose 2 on the play.
Well, here is the update for you. A 29-yard TD pass to Kate Graziano, and West Virginia now has a 38-17 lead with 5:21 remaining in their game against Texas A&M. And Cole, I mean, if you want a big playmaker on your team, that Kate Graziano is the one to have, I think.
And another great CFSL playmaker. This one going to the right side. Towns going to get 3. Come up next as well at the bottom of your screen. You can see at Twitch, Miami at UNC, YouTube, Florida State at Notre Dame. 2 more awesome ACC matchups to finish Wednesday night action. Don't go anywhere. We'll have all that action for you. And it will be myself and Greg on that YouTube call as well to finish out the night, as this one's a deep throw into the hands of the defender. Joey Swartz, looking for his first interception of the evening, was not able to get his hands on it.
Yeah, bad read at the worst time for Sky Sanders, but Cole, I'm really looking forward to that Notre Dame Florida State game. That is always a great, hard-played football game, and I think it should be really entertaining.
Yeah, 2 classic ACC heavyweights. Going to have a fun time of it. Only 1 interception this season for the freshman Joey Swartz. He was looking for a second one there. I thought he was going to get it. 35-27 your score. We have 6:23 left in this game. Again, this could decide which team gets to stay alive. I'm not going to say which team gets into the playoffs on that 4th spot if they do a vote in, evenly with each conference, Greg. But I'm going to say whoever wins this game, at least from a realistic standpoint, stays alive in the playoff race.
Yes, I believe so, and I believe it would be, based on tonight, very deserving.
1st and 10. Baylor going up the middle. Yossi's going to get 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
I like that. Start taking as much time as you can off the clock if you are Baylor, and really try to close this game out.
Yeah, Baylor's #1 goal here, keep it on the ground, no mistakes. That's the only thing that's going to screw them up, as that's a mistake right there. Back down a few yards. Ladarius Bird has been maybe the best defensive impact player for Colorado tonight. He gets another play there.
Yeah, I mean, Wyndham Carter doesn't even look at his running back in the backfield there. That's a huge mistake, and like you said, not needed right here, Cole.
3rd and 5. The only thing that can screw Baylor up right now is to not get this first down. They're going to go halfback screen, and Yost is not going to have it. 4th and 3. Colorado, they're not done yet, Greg.
No, they're not. In just a nice chase down there on the part of that defensive lineman to close this series out defensively for Colorado.
Punt is away. 4th and 3. Turning into a 1st and 10 if they can make sure they don't drop it like that, as maybe a little bit of fatigue and a bit of the weather coming into play here, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, Ladarius Bird should have known better than that. Look that ball all the way into your hands again. Don't get too excited to make a play, especially in weather like this.
And Colorado's done that a few times tonight, had their defensive players return kicks. This one's going to be Sanders going over the middle, and it'll be a 1st down and more. Takes a hard hit at the end as well. But taking more guys, a few guys, and sorry to interrupt, but a few guys on defense for Colorado doing the kick returns, I think it'll be catching up to them a little bit on that return, as this one's a short throw for a 1st down, actually, for Tank again.
Yeah, Jordan Tank has been a nice playmaker this evening for Colorado.
Looking possibly as Stevens, his 8th tackle. We haven't said his name enough. A sophomore from Tulsa, Oklahoma, getting his 8th tackle. 1st and 10 here. Colorado, let's see if we can see. Well, they would have to get more than that. They're going to lose 3 here. They have to get the touchdown. It'd have to stink, Greg.
Yeah, I would think so too. But again, Colorado's defense has been just as up to the challenge tonight as Baylor does. You would think if they do give the ball back to Baylor without scoring, they'd be able to make a play and get their offense the ball back one more time.
This one's going to the right side. James with enough room. Another great run for the halfback. He'll get 11.
And over on Twitch, it's a 1-yard TD run for Owen Dart as Texas A&M looks to claw its way back into that one with 3:17 left to go. 38-24 is your score.
Halfback screen is the right move. It is not. James, too many guys to beat. That's going to be 6 guys to bring him down. That's what it takes. But Taylor James not getting much there. 4th and 3. I think you go for it here.
Well, I think so too. And disappointing that your best player can't pick up the yardage. But I mean, Baylor has done a great job bottling him up and containing him when they've needed to this evening.
I think Baylor knew what was coming. I don't know if that was the best play call. This one, This is maybe the wildest play call I've seen in a while. They're going to go screen. Oh, he's running backwards. You can't do that. Towns, if he takes the step forward, that's a first down and more. Oh, no. First down, Baylor.
I mean, you can't even take a half a step backwards. You got to keep going forwards, and unfortunately, it costs Colorado big time.
They're going to run it here, try to run the clock down. That's a 3-star mistake right there. You cannot run a yard back, Greg.
No, you can't. I mean, you can't run back at all. And again, Baylor teaming up on him. If you're Colorado, Sky Sanders, you're wishing you had that back.
Deep throw to the right side, and a first down to Shark. You know, Shark's only got the 1 touchdown. He has not been the focal point of this offense. He's still done great, and that's all they've needed from him. First down. Baylor's going to try to lock this one up here, Greg.
Yeah, I think so. You've got to use Wyndham, or you've got to use AJ Shark and DJ Yost. And the one X factor here, Colorado does have all of their timeouts, but if you can get a score here, it doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Well, yeah, Colorado's going to have to stop them, even if they use all your timeouts. It's going to be a 7-yard game. But we're in a desperation mode now for Colorado.
Oh, absolutely. And you would think now would be a good time to start using them, which they haven't done yet.
Speaking of Baylor, assuming this score holds and our score on Twitch holds as well, West Virginia wins. Baylor cannot lose this game. They have to win as well to stay alive. They are going to do that. It is going to mean that Baylor, they play West Virginia next week. They will have to beat West Virginia next week to stay alive in this playoff race, at least for the 3 automatic bids. Though a convincing win here for Baylor also helps in the voting in, as Colorado is going to get a stop as well.
Yeah, great job. And I said that they had the chance to get this ball back because of how their defense was playing, and they're going to get a chance to get it back here.
Yeah, Colorado's defense has absolutely kept this team alive, but now 1:50 left on the clock, 1 timeout remaining, no room for error.
DJ Blackman and Chad is excited, and he's going to need them to help. They're going to need him to help carry this team here if they're going to get a score.
Rain still coming down. Colorado does have a 76-yard touchdown pass earlier in this half, or excuse me, late in the last half. This one's going to be 9 yards for Blackman. We're talking about him.
And we said he needed to really keep his team in it, and he did.
They are going to stop the clock here. 3rd and 1. I like the idea because you're going for it anyway on 4th down. You're down 8. The best you can hope for is a tie here with a touchdown 2-point conversion. So I'd almost say you want to get as little time on the clock as well. So 3 objectives, you'd even call it for Colorado. As this one's going deep, that's what you need from Bruno Pones. Another player I don't think we've talked quite as much enough as we usually do, Greg.
Well, we haven't, and he makes a play. I think he's looking to take off and get to the end zone here, but Baylor, that safety, does a great job staying home and making a play.
As that's going to be a great tackle as well at the end. I think it was 2 walk-ons actually involved. Sanders going, and that one's going to be past a receiver. James is going to be the receiver, and it's going to be past Smoke Vasquez. I thought he had the tackle.
Yeah, I thought so too, but this is Sky Sanders. Every decision you make here is going to have to be the right one. There's no margin for error.
Jay Henry gets credit for the tackle. This one's going deep off the hands. The second missed opportunity in that area of the field. Brock Rose looking for a touchdown.
Yeah, unfortunately, he has his eyes on the end zone and not the ball.
3rd and 1, not everything lost here. Colorado just needs the first, and they're going to get it. Awesome catch by Bill Buddy. We haven't talked about him yet tonight either. The 3rd 5-star tight end on this roster.
Yeah, he makes a catch there, and it's the first catch of the game, and it's a big one.
The drop back, Sanders over the middle. He'll get 6 to Marquis Town. So no huddle, under a minute to go, as this might be a penalty, actually. It'll be the 2nd false start for Colorado offense.
Yeah, another penalty that you didn't need because you're backing up there.
It does stop the clock, so ironically, it kind of does help them in the sense that they don't really care about downs at this point. They just need the yardage. Yeah, like they don't care if they get a first down. They need the touchdown. Sanders with time as, that was nearly a disaster. You gotta You have to catch that there if you're the receiver.
Yeah, I mean, a drop ball right there, not what you needed.
37 on the clock, 3rd and 9. All right, now the first down matters. You need to at least make it manageable. 1 in motion for Sanders. As they do make it manageable here, it's going to be 4th and 2, Bruno Bones, as this is going to be a no-huddle offense, under 30 seconds to go. I'd like to think you're going to throw it here, and they will. Down to the left side, they want it all, and that was the bad idea. Daniel Reed will deflect it, and Baylor will go on to win this game.
Boy, I mean, Colorado, you had a timeout, and you had a chance to really come up with a play, maybe even run the ball here, and make sure you secure that first down. And unfortunately, they take a chance going to the air, and they get burned on it.
Yeah, James was available. I'm not against the idea of throwing it deep, but he threw it in double coverage. Sanders was unable to finish the throw, and that will be victory formation. One more timeout, but this should be it, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, no reason for Baylor to do anything other than take a knee right here.
Best formation in football. That will be it, Greg. Are your final thoughts?
Well, I think Baylor set themselves up nicely for a big matchup with West Virginia last night. Colorado, you're disappointed with your loss, but you fought hard tonight, and it's good momentum to take into next week and into next season as well.
Yeah, Colorado, I will mention, what an improvement this season for the entire team from the top to bottom. AD Skylar Shearer, not done yet, but it's going to be Baylor looking against next week West Virginia to maybe try to get that automatic spot. A huge matchup in the Big 12 there, but that's going to be it. Baylor taking the win. It's a close second half. They'll pull ahead, though, 35-27, your final score. On some throws like that on your replay, you see 2 touchdowns from Nick Morrow, a touchdown from BJ Shark. That's going to do it. And for my executive producer, Mike Peters, my associate producer, Austin Crow, and, of course, my awesome broadcast partner, Greg Cooksey, I'm Cole Mantell, and this has been a presentation of the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And, again, we talked about it earlier. We'll say it again. Later tonight, 2 ACC matchups, Miami at North Carolina on Twitch, Florida State at Notre Dame on YouTube. We will see you in, we'll call it about 45 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Grab some snacks. And I can't wait to see all of you guys back here soon.